What's up, guys? It's Kictor, and welcome back to another TGCF reading. Last one for a little while because I'm going to be on vacation for the next week. Very busy vacation. You ever have a vacation like that where it's like you have so much stuff planned, you're like, I don't think we have any time planned to relax. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Kenzie, if I was just texting you, for gifting some flowers. Thank you so much. And Neko Me has been a member for 13 months. Thank you so much, Neko Me. Hey, Jada Chaos, thank you. Ah, party. And Jada Chaos says, let's go, confession scene. Yes, I'm so excited to read today. I'm very excited. My voice is ready. Where am I going? I'm going to Montana. We're gonna visit Stitch's hometown. Anime lover, thank you so much. And we're going to a little convention there in Montana, and we're gonna visit some friends and family and stuff, and it'll be sweet. Kenzie, you guys just got back from your anniversary dinner. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Congrats on a whole year. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh, so cool. You guys got freaking gay married meeting in my chat. That's so crazy. Thank you so much, Catriella, for sending stars. And Sandy has been a member for 23 months. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I just can't wait to re-experience the joy of the confession scene. Also, have you all heard that we're going to get a total of 6 TGCF short films? I didn't know about the number, but I saw that the next short film is going to be the lantern scene, right? Isn't that so funny? I feel like we're just getting TGCF like completely out of order now. It's kind of funny. Oh my goodness, thank you for thank you for, oh my gosh, for gifting one membership, Catriella. Thank you so much. And then Sugarkiss just donated 5 memberships. Oh my goodness, you're spoiling me. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. I really appreciate it. What's up, gamer? Spark Major, I missed you. How are you doing? And yes, Sandy, thank you for being a member for 23 months too. Who knows what's going on with the Donghua and the short films and stuff. That's so funny. I was chatting with Emma about it actually, and we're like, at one point we're just gonna have to make like a mega cut of all the short films in order, like chronological order. And so it's like, imagine you watch season 1, you watch season 2, then you get like stick figure animation until the next short film, and then after that short film ends, stick figure animation, then the next beautiful short film, and that's how we're gonna have to finally fucking consume TGCF in its entirety. Cause oh my gosh, it's like season 3, nah, another short film, Nads Roses, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Thank you so much. And says, 2 months, wow, I hope you have fun on your trip. Excited for Gaga time and to watch your new video later. Oh yes, I hope you guys watched my new video. It was really fun to make. New skit video. And any Ghost Flame tier or Supreme tier members have access to the bloopers, and the bloopers might even be funnier than the video. So thank you guys for all the love on that. Reading all the comments before this stream made me so happy. I'm really glad you guys like doing the skits because they're so fun. They're a ton of work to edit, but it's so fun to do. I love doing it. And getting to cosplay Beef Leaf is my favorite thing in the whole world, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. And Catriella, thank you for sending more stars. And Account Chocolate has been a member for 42 months and says, just stopping in to say hi, celebrating my birthday today. Oh my god, happy birthday, Account Chocolate. Oh my gosh, happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. And thank you for being a member for 42 months. That is so long. Oh my god. I'm terrible at math, so I wish it just showed the years, but that is multiple years. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm good at math if I'm like reading, if I have a second, but quick math, like I literally was just at the bank before this, and the guy asked how many like 20s I wanted, and I was like, oh, can I get like 4 20s? And he was like, do you mean 5 for like 100? And I was like, yes. But thank you so much for 42 months. Oh my goodness. Rogue, what's up, Rogue? Are you feeling any better today, Rogue? Says, oh, I forgot. I can't wait to check out the video. Yes, yes, please do. Sumo says, uni update. I didn't get into the uni that showed up results today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully soon some people will resign and a second round of recruitment starts soon. Oh, okay, okay. Man, I'm just so happy I'm not in school. That just sounds really stressful, but I hope everything works out for you. Hey, Crustacean. Sparkraider says, today's video was so funny, and also I am 10,000% convinced you only filmed that video so you could have a beef leaf wedding. Actually, that's so funny. I want to say yes. Absolutely. I was coming up with any excuse so that Stitch would kiss me as Hushwen. Like, yes, I got to do it twice. It was awesome. Our friends CJ and Sarah, they wanted to cosplay Paiming and Shiwudu. And so we were like, okay, let's do a skit with Paiming and Shiwudu. What characters would make the most sense with them? And then we were like, Hualien or doing Beef Leaf would be funny because then we could do the brother dynamic with Qingxuan and Shiwudu. And like, God, you're embarrassing me! Has become like one of my new favorite things to say. And that was really funny. And then we came up with the script, like we just sat down and brainstormed what to do, and the wedding was like a last minute idea. We were like, oh my god, that's how we could do it. Sienna, thank you so much for being a member for 35 months. It says, hello, I am on a bike ride. Oh my god, nice. I just got back from a bike ride. Maybe we passed each other. That's awesome. Stay safe, have fun on your bike. And thank you for being a member for 35 months. That is also a very long time. I really appreciate that. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much. And Moe Melon sent a chili for 6 jewels. Thank you for sending the chilies. Moss says, honestly, I think that's the first time I've seen Qingxuan and Shiwudu interact. It was great. Right? Gah! T says, what god do I have to sacrifice to get a friend group like Kictors? Oh man, I know, I've gotten lucky going to conventions and stuff and Dan-mei meetups and befriending talented people. When I met CJ and Sarah, they were dressed as Moshang, and they had like fully made their own costumes. Like the embroidery was like crazy. It was so cool. And I think Stitch actually went up to them first because Stitch is a costumer and was like impressed on levels that she could actually comprehend their work, and then we became friends, and they came up to Annie Revo like 2 or 3 years ago, and we did a big Dan-mei group, and that was tons of fun. We've been doing Dan-mei cosplays with them ever since. Oh my god, Quinn, oh my god, that's so fucking funny. I even made a joke. I made an OnlyFans joke in the video, but didn't say OnlyFans. And if I said OnlyFans, I would have realized the joke. That's so funny. Yeah, Qingxuan signs up for OnlyFans. Thinking that it's just about fans. That would have been a great joke. Oh my god. And then she's gonna be like, and then when I realized what it actually was, I loved it even more. Oh my god. That's so good. Idea for the next video, 100%. Sugarkiss says, I also met them as Moshang. I loved it. Yes, yes. As the resident Moshang lover in this chat. Sugarkiss. Sugarkiss, also I saw you went and saw Smosh. How was that? That's so cool. T says, clearly we need a sequel video. Yes, I know. I was just talking to Shish before this. I'm like, we need to do more cosplay skits. So fun. Like our Shenching Chom Bingha video was so fun too. EP says Qingxuan would make an OnlyFans account and pay the subscribers instead. Yes. 1000%. Catriella says Windmaster would love OnlyFans and then is immediately horrified and then immediately loves it again. Yeah, yes. Yeah, Pei Ming loves OnlyFans for an entirely different reason. That's so funny. We need to run one skit. Oh yeah, because we did the wonton video. We need to do a dentist video. Oh my god. Moss says, I love the cosplay kits. Ah, remember your Hushay live stream too? Yes, that was chaotic. Remember the normie in the chat that like ruined the vibe, but also kind of made it funny? Oh my gosh. Quinn, thank you for donating again. Quinn says, thought it was a place for fans. Turns out it's a place for knees. Yes, should be called only knees. Moss says, dentist video, yes. Sugar Kiss says, I loved it. I'm so jealous of the Montreal lineup this Wednesday, but I had a bunch of fun cast. I absolutely love them. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I feel like I jump in and out of Smosh, Smosh's content. They're so cool though. Like I'll watch them for a bit and then I lose them for a bit and then I end up coming back. Sparkbird says, I will still gladly fight you for your wife so long as she's cosplaying as Shayga. Yes. I think legally you may own any Shaygas that we do encounter. Kenzie says the wonton video goes hard in my household. Has it gone platinum in the Kenzie box household? Spark says put in my stamp on it. Yes, Ching Chuan OnlyFans account, but all it is pics of her knees. Yes, her fan resting gently on her knees. Jade in a Stone, thank you for joining Ghost Flame tier. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope you guys like the bloopers. Be sure to check those out. Even if you're only a member for 1 month, there's a lot of behind the scenes content you can binge. That's the members, the Ghost Flame member stuff. Oh, Spazzy, I'm sorry you had a bad day. Hopefully I can cheer you up a little bit. Do some baking. Oh, nice. Baking would be great. Deersy, thank you for donating, Deersy. Ooh, an early-ish live. Perfect timing for my garlic parm chicken bacon sausage personal pizza, lemon pepper fries, and garlic palm boneless wings. Also, hello everyone. Hope y'all have been good. Damn, okay, that sounds fucking amazing. Holy shit. I just had some broccoli. Broccoli with lao gun ma on it, which is so good. RA says, Shayga is also my wife. Forget about Huyu. Yeah, you guys can have joint custody over him. That's so funny. And Reina, thank you so much for joining my membership, Reina. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for coming on back. And Moe Melon, thank you for donating. Thank you so much. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's really hot today. I'm having a really good day. We were packing like crazy, but we got everything in, and both Stitch and I's suitcases are 45 pounds, which is 5 pounds under the limit, so we killed it. Pretty much winning. Rogue says, y'all are making me hungry. Yes. Also, this is my elixir of wellness. You can tell that it's elixir of wellness because it does not have a fun color. I forgot that I bought these at Mech. It's like the outdoor wilderness store that when I was buying like protein bars and stuff a while ago. It just has like a shit ton of zinc and vitamin C in it. I'm like, I don't want to get sick. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do anything unless you drink them like every day for like a week or something. But, you know, performative wellness. My elixir of wellness. Oh no, Kenzie. Oh, I'm sorry that you're melting. It's not Gaga cream, but it'll do. Gaga cream's the true elixir of wellness. Oh my gosh. Oh no, CC Newbie! I hope that you're okay. Rogue says, yeah, trust me, you do not want to get whatever weird, shitty cold is going around. Yeah, oh my god, I think I missed your message if you did reply. If you're feeling any better, are you still in the trenches, bro? You've got a week to get better. Also, crazy. Tamarinia. Oh, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months. Pushman and Windmaster would 100% love Tim Hortons. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, I was sitting on a packet of Welch's fruit snacks. A full packet. Glad they didn't melt. I don't know if they can melt. Thank you for being a member for 22 months. That is so awesome of you. I really appreciate that. There's a part in the bloopers, I think, where Stitch just murmurs so quietly. I don't know if anybody caught it. Horton Gongza. made me laugh so hard. Oh my gosh. It was so good. Oh my god. Moss says, it's so funny. I've never been to Tim Hortons, but I've completely bought in now. Good, good. You know, I don't want to be like one of those things like back in my day, but truly, Tim Hortons used to be like a Canadian-owned company, and it made sandwiches, soup, and donuts, and that's it. And ice caps. And they were really good, and the sandwiches would be like a big fucking baguette sandwich with like simple ingredients. Like my favorite one was just like a shit ton of cream cheese and cucumbers, and it was so fucking good. And then you could get like the soup bowl, but you eat the bowl, and then the donuts were just amazing. And then Wendy's bought Tim Hortons, and ever since then they've been operating, and it feels a little bit more like a fast food joint, and the quality of everything has gone way down. Yeah, especially the quality of the coffee. Hey, Kate, how's it going? I'm talking about Tim Hortons. Oh, Brayley, you've had 4 shots of espresso. Ooh, I had 1 shot of espresso for breakfast and then half of a Celsius. Thank you, T. Thank you. Quinn used to work at Tim's. Very nice. Rogue says, those were the days, man. I miss my fucking walnut crunch. I miss my walnut crunch. Wizard of Moss says, I'm on watch 3 of the video, but only 1 of the bloopers. I need to go back for Hortons Gongsa. Yes. It's like a blurry shot of Tim Hortons in the background. That's so funny. Have you read any more of the Beacon book? I have. Have you? Our little dentist, he's down in the... there's a book that Seven Seas published, and it's originally Korean. And it's not BL, but there's like a really big gay ship in it. He's down in the undersea building now, and he set up his dentist office, and it's shark themed, and he's like, why the fuck would you make this shark themed? People are already nervous coming to the dentist. And then I haven't met, I'm saying the love interest, even though it's like, you know, they're friends or whatever. Everyone's talking about him, the other guy, and so he's kind of like building this image of the other guy in his head. So I'm very curious of what he will actually think when he does see the other guy. Sienna says, I got my friend to watch all of Heaven Official's Blessing with me this past weekend, and she loved it. So now she wants to borrow all my books to read them. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. I feel like so often I hear people introducing it to others and their friends didn't like it, or they couldn't get through the first episode or something. So I'm glad to hear a success story. Spark Painter says, I'm a tiny bit ahead of you. He just got his plushie. Oh, I got that too. He has the plushie. They're using it in the dentist office, and he went to the therapist. He went to the therapist. But has he met the other guy yet? Have you met him? Let me see. Someone said something up here. I can't remember what it was, though. I'm trying to find it. Oh, Raina! Raina has been a member for 10 months. Thank you so much, Raina. And says, my friend is new at Tgcf, and I said Volume 4 is fun. Oh. Yeah, but original book 4 was the one with the flashback arc that we're about to head into now. So yeah. And Kit Poe said you met someone that knows TGCF, and they know me too through YouTube. That's so cool. Oh my god. That's awesome. That is crazy. What a small world. Oh my gosh. Black and Green Tea says there was a local food writer in the late 2000s, early 2010s who said when he took his daughter to Vancouver for the first time, she asked what her favorite part of the trip was, and she said Timbits. Hell yeah. Timbits are so good. Miss Rosie says, I found out one of my coworkers is into Danmei and working on indoctrinating their friend. They have so far introduced them to Evan Official's blessing, and it was a hit. Oh my god, two success stories in the chat today. This is fantastic. Sienna says, yeah, we also watched the first episode of Motozushi Donghua and she hated it. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Yes, some people call it Timmy Hose here. I feel like we called it Timmy Hose in high school. Tim Gongza is how we're calling it now, though. Mr. Horton. Spark Raider says, I'm going to make them kiss. No one can stop me. Yes, yes. Oh, Kate says if you want to roll a cursed ship, I'm back to my list. I might make a second list with other characters. Let's do it. And then let's go through the community. We might not make it all the way through the community today, but we'll do a little community. Even if I don't look at it on stream, I still look at it. Wait a minute. My screens are all fucked up. I can't get to my third screen. What the hell? I have 4 monitors. 1, 2, 3, 4. And normally I have it connected so my mouse obviously just effortlessly goes to all of them, but that's so weird. Okay, we're over here now. Don't worry. Don't worry. We sorted it out. Oh, Shui Yang. Shui Yang is a bitch, isn't he? Community. Oh no, you broke your phone? Oh, that's awful, Miss Rosie. I'm sending you good vibes. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that fucking sucks balls. I'm sorry that happened. Have you heard they're making a FujoCon? What? FujoCon? Sign me up. That is hilarious. T says, I'm still not over showing your channel to my friend who asked about my favorite YouTuber and him saying he recognized you from the Ren Fair. That is hilarious. That is so fucking funny. To be fair, I was walking around with a Hua Chung at the Ren Fair. That's so funny. Sandy says, it would be cool to see your PC setup. Yeah, I'd love to show off my setup. I'm quite proud of it. I must say, I bought a fucking bitchin' desk. Well, actually, you guys helped me buy it for my birthday last year, which was the nicest gift in the entire world. And I love it so much. I use it to its maximum capabilities. Just a bit of community as a treat, yes. And Night Owl says, good news, my Dremel laser made it to the doctor and hopefully will be worked on. I found out it was 150 pounds through the shipping label. Oh shit, oh my god, that's so troublesome. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, we're doing the cursed ship first. Okay, we need to roll a d20. Let me see. Let me see what we've got here. Also, I got my eyes checked and I need glasses. Isn't that fucking sick and twisted? D20 roller. Okay. Rose City Kimono says, hot take question. If Fujoshi is the term for women who like BL, what is the term for women who like GL? I don't know if there is a word for that. That's so funny. Oh, Spark Major says lesbian. Fujo Hime. Hime Joshi. Those are just called lesbians. There's a difference. There you go. You learn some more every day. Okay. Are we ready to roll? 9 and 8. Who do we got? Oh, my wellness drink. Oh. Oh, the wellness. Lo Bingha and Huacheng. Oh! Okay, I'm forcing them together in my mind. In what world would Huacheng find devotion to Bingha? They're both, like, devotion maxing. It's like, it would have to be so fucking twisted where some wires get crossed and they end up being so devoted to each other. Bingha caught Huacheng, and then he transmigrated into being Bingha's Shizen. Yeah. You don't think too hard about it. The single most codependent couple in the world. Yes, Orion, you get it. Interesting. Spark says Huacheng would be a perfectly bitchy Shizen. Indeed he would. He has that in him, 1000%. Very cursed, very unhealthy. All right. Let's check out the community. Let's check out the community. Oh, let's look at my desktop. Look at all my little icons. All right. What do we got? Whoa! Oh, sharing some of my QJJ fan art. Some Sejo and the Libe trio on the roof. Lou! Holy fuck! Your art is incredible! What? Bro, if you're not making dojins, you need to start making dojins. Holy shit! This is incredible work, dude. Oh my god. Wow, seriously incredible, incredible work. That's astonishing. They look so sexy. I love your art style. I love this so much. I would buy prints of this. Holy cow, dude. That is so fucking cool. Thank you for sharing this. Damn! This is, QJJ. Ballad of Sword and Wine. That's incredible. Holy, I gotta show Stitch this. That's amazing. Orion, also, I just missed this, member's message, says, Huacheng could be a bitchy Shizen, but could Bingha do the 800 years of banishment without crashing out crazy style? Yeah, like, it's kind of like if you put Huacheng in the oven a little too long, and he comes out wrong, right? That's incredible. Yeah, you're an incredible artist. Dolette says, I got my Jung Yanli cosplay. The wig is coming soon. I can't wait to do a full cosplay. Awesome! Oh, hell yeah. Oh my goodness, it matches your room. You are Yanli. Nice. That is awesome. I'm very excited to see the whole thing. And Dolette says, a drawing of my OC. I'm going to draw her wife soon. Oh, lovely. Love that. And, oh, some nails. I love it. I love it when people go all out for the cosplay, right down to the nails. Incredible. Oh, and some Ching Chun nails. Very nice. Oh my gosh, and your best friend got you some Hualian plushies. Is that his hat? That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Kiara says, I had my first try at pyrography today. And what other thing to make than a Hualian charcuterie board? Oh my god. That is amazing. That is amazing. Okay, wait. You know what? I have this grand idea for merch. It's a beautiful charcuterie board, but then once all the food is taken off of it, it is revealed to truly have been a yaoi paddle. These are really cute. And I can't imagine that doing the wood burning is like, that must be hard, right? That looks really, really good. Very clean lines. Uh-oh, Dollette, what you're doing to Jung Chung? Oh, is that a foot? Poor baby. Anime Lover says, got bored, so I drew some Hualian and Wei Ying. Oh, very nice. Oh, nice. I love them. I like how you draw the hair. You draw in the volume and the bangs. That's what I love. So I'll let Jung Chung drawing because we love our little angst dead family boy. Yes, we do. I love him. And mistakenly saving the villain. Incredible. Peerless Cucumber says, I've been practicing anatomy. I'm enjoying it a lot and trying to improve and had to get a little creative with the censorship because YouTube is dumb. Ah, yes, yes. Oh, very nice. Incredible. See, Kate, you just gotta upload all your art like this. Nice. Oh yeah, going back to the basics. I need to learn some anatomy as well. Oh, nice, Dollette. Jung family in the water near Jung Chung and add some lighter colors near Wei Wuxian and darker near Jung Chung. Ooh, very nice, very nice. And RA's drawing says, I finished rereading Peerless Volume 1 a couple days ago, so I've been working on this Peerless art of a moment from Volume 1. Just with my Arha reread, I'll be drawing my favorite feng shui moments from each volume. I love their dynamics so much. Oh, look at them! Oh, he's in pain. When is he ever not suffering? That's awesome, RA. Incredible. We're Peerless fandom is very lucky to have you. Liu version 2. Stupid scammy system. Very nice, very nice. Spazzy says, can you go back up? Yes. Do you think I could sell these and have people buy them? Yeah, post anything on Facebook Marketplace. You never know what people will want to buy. I've sold strange things on there, and I've bought strange things on there. Oh yes, I heard about the Chrysanthemum Garden thing. Aria's drawing says, I wrote a list of all the Danmei coming out in August because I was curious. Little Mushroom, Villain White Halo 3, White Cat's Divine Scratching Post 3, Battle of Sword and Wine 8, Legend of Exorcism 6, Case File 9. Oh my god. Oh my god, I need to read 8! Holy shit, I haven't read 8 yet! Oh my god, I gotta catch up. Dinghai Fusheng Records Volume 5. Holy crap, it's 5 are out already? That's crazy. The Lucky Egg Game Book 1. I have not heard of Lucky Egg. Orion says, how long is Case File? What do they even do in that one? I think the 9th volume is the final volume, right? I loved a shark. Aww. He looks extra soft here. This is so cute. RA. Oh, 10th is the final one. Holy shit. We haven't read 300 Years of Longing yet. Oh, you got Keyfree into game. Oh no! Oh no! He's already sad. Hey, be sure to check out my video. Aww. Very sweet. Nice, more Liu. Yes! Cat's Cows! Oh my god, Cat's Cows, are you in the chat right now? Cat's Cows' little brush buddy. So cute. Oh my god, he looks like a real fucking brush buddy. That is so cute. Oh my god. Can hear him going pwee right now. Pwee. You're so talented. You're so good at the whatever that's called. Needle felting. Yeah. Pwee. So cute. Yeah. And Briarbox, thank you for sending some flowers. Please in the chat. Yeah, please in the chat. That's so funny. And Crust Easy says, my latest drawing based on some official artwork I saw. Ooh, very nice. That's very sweet. Look at the hair. And touching him so gently. That's beautiful. Sandy says, have you heard of the latest Fei-chan novel that Seven Seas is releasing? It's called Seizing Dreams. It sounds very interesting. Oh my god. He has so many books. Holy shit. That is incredible. Oh, what a beautiful little collection. That's awesome. Oh, these are really nice pins. That's awesome. Oh, and you MacGyvered a pin board. Very nice, very nice. And, oh, Dearsy, thank you so much for sending the sunshine. That's so cute. Oh, the sky doesn't look happy. How does the sky look today, Kitpo? Fei-do, is that you? Oh. Oh, damn! RA is drawing says, my leg got eaten by a mosquito while working on this Bing Cho drawing, but at least I got it done. Part 3 of if I were to illustrate for a series, what would my style look like? The hair is always a pain to do, but I carry it out because I love the results. I'll probably go back to what I was doing with the hair before my previous 2 drawings in this style, but it was nice to experiment here. Oh my goodness gracious! Well, it was worth it. This looks really, really cool. That's awesome, RA. I love seeing you draw in this style. It looks so pro. That's so awesome. Damn. That looks really good. RA says, I also finally got an Instagram. Oh, shit! Hell yeah, that's awesome. Share your art with the world. You should. And Briarbox says, I heard about you being diagnosed old by the eye doctor. Rest in peace. I love seeing all your Phoenix adventures on Instagram. I'm living vicariously through a plush man. Oh, yes. Yes, I bring my Oshikatsu miles everywhere I go. Yeah. I went to the eye doctor after the whole vertigo thing. And I have astigmatism and a little bit of nearsight. I'm farsighted. Yeah. She was basically like, you need reading glasses. I was like, I can read just fine. But at nighttime, sometimes my eyes feel weird. And she's like, yeah, that's probably why. Rogue says, the one with you sticking Miles upside down on the shelf fucking killed me. When I found out that he was magnetic, it made me so happy. Yeah, I wanted to buy, like, sexy little nerdy little Miles glasses, but the ones they had were a little bit too big. So I got glasses that I thought looked pretty cool. Oh my gosh, incredible. Maple Rosie, this is fantastic. Give him a swirly. Sugar Kiss says he's magnetic. He is! He is! One of his legs is magnetic. Yes, Sandy says, imagine how fancy their reading streams will look in the future with glasses. That's right. Rogue says if you add glasses like that to your cosplay, the world is not safe. It's so funny because at first I didn't like how he looked with glasses. I was like, oh my god, why would they do that to him? And now that I like love him so much and like love the older version of him and everything, I'm like, oh, he's so hot. Oh my god, speaking of hot, Crust Easy. It says, a sketchy sketch of two guys on a horse. Hell, two guys boning on a horse. That's right. Ooh, very nice. Domestic Qualian. And... ooh, the storm. Yes. Oh, shit, Chris Spazzy, you actually made these. I don't think I realized that you made these. I thought you just acquired them somehow and you wanted to flip them. That's awesome! Yeah, dude, you should definitely try selling them. That's wicked. That's so funny. I totally thought you just, like, got those somehow. Like, someone gave them to you. But you made them. That's wicked. Italian opera, Hwa-Chung Mary Poppins moment. Aww. That's very sweet. That is very sweet. Yes, for the wildfires. There's none near me, luckily. It did smell like smoke outside today. But I'm pretty sure it's mostly the East Coast that's on fire. Yeah, Spazzy, that's a great idea. Definitely sell those around Halloween. I mean, Michael's is already full of Halloween stuff. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Shenzhou in a pickle pot. Very nice. Very nice. Catriella says, dare I ask, which series is the one with them on the horse? It is Ballad of Sword and Wine. Hey, Meeps. How you doing, Meeps? Yes, you should draw Lobingha next. I like your style. Oh my god. These are so cute. Oh my goodness, Late Night. That's so cute. That is so sweet. Oh my god. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Yi Bling! X Lum1G! Hell yeah! Oh my god, I want to play Tomodachi Life so bad. That's incredible. Thank you for drawing the Yi Bling Patriarch. That makes me so happy. My king! Aww. I love Moshang. Incredible. Oh! What? Oh, I thought that was a tattoo. Aww. Wow, your friend's talented. That's awesome! Oh dear, Cucumber Bro, indeed. His eyes are so lifelike. Nice. Okay, I think we saw the finished piece of that, right? Hwa-Chung nails, very nice. Oh, so cute. Nice, that's awesome. I really love seeing everybody's drawing on the community. Oh, these are so sweet. Oh my god. Hey, matching Gaga cream. Yeah. Very cute. Oh, RA, that's so cute. Are they having some tea together? That's very sweet. Aw, so many people drew birthday art for Shalian. Yay! Yay! 800 candles in the chat. Holy shit. Oh, these are so cute. Practicing calligraphy. Look at this little setup. That's so cute. Oh my god. So cute. Oh. So cute. Okay, we're caught up. We did it. You guys are the best. I love going to the community and seeing all of your artwork and your creations and everything. It's so awesome. All right. All right. Shall we get to reading? There will not be a game night this week. Gaga time. Gaga time. Indeed. Gaga time. Okay, I remember last stream you guys were very angry that I ended it where we ended it. Ah, I'm glad you got home safely, Sienna. Spark Major, no! I will return. Kictor will return in Avengers Doomsday. Fine, be mad. Okay, so Shalian basically just discovered that Hua Cheng has carved 10,000 statues of him. Okay, okay, this is incredible. Thank you so much for sending some hearts. Ma Monroe. Thank you, Spark Major. Thank you. Text me about the Beacon book. Okay. Or anything. Anything you like. You're always a delight. Okay, let's go back. Hua Cheng was like taking off Shalian's clothes, and you were kind of meant to be scared and thinking that maybe he was going to do something untoward, but turns out he was actually just taking care of the frostbite on Shalian's body that he didn't even realize he had. Unfrosting his bite, if you will. Okay. Shalian wanted to answer him, but couldn't. Oh, Rose City Kimono, thank you. Foot fetish had happened due to frostbite. Oh my goodness. Thank you for donating. Okay. Shalian wanted to answer him, but couldn't, and he didn't dare struggle anymore, lest Hua Cheng's misunderstanding deepen. He could only lie there, flat and motionless, waiting patiently for the power of the command talisman to fade entirely. Seeing that Shalian had stopped resisting, Hua Cheng approached again, reached out, and gingerly finished untying Shalian's belt. So Shalian was never actually resisting. The talisman was just making it so that he couldn't move, and yet when he finally did move, it looked like he jerked away from him. And so Shalian is having this internal struggle, being like, I don't want Hua Cheng to think that I'm resisting him or that I'm afraid of him right now, because I'm not. Sunlong? Shalian called out in his mind. Shalian wholeheartedly believed that Hua Cheng would never take advantage of a helpless person, but this new development was completely unexpected. He couldn't help his eyes widening. Hua Cheng set about loosening Shalian's clothes, but he seemed to be avoiding touching Shalian's body, which slowed him down. It was a long while before Shalian's outer robes were removed and the inner robe followed. A wraith butterfly perched on the curve of Shalian's shoulder, and a warm, tingling feeling crawled over his skin. It was only then that Shalian realized the state he was in. His skin was red and slightly swollen, even cracked in some areas, but when the silver butterfly perched on him, his injuries had started to heal. This was frostbite he'd gotten from tumbling all over the frozen mountain, but Shalian hadn't noticed it since he was fairly used to pain at this point. If he had frostbite, then he had frostbite. Even if he had noticed the injuries earlier, he probably would have left them to heal on their own. But Hua Cheng knew even better than Shalian himself where he was hurt, and he wouldn't let it go. He would address Shalian's injuries no matter what. Shalian's thoughts were interrupted when Hua Cheng took his arm and raised it. There were even more patches of frostbite on his hands and feet, and many of the spots were bleeding due to all the frantic running and pulling he'd been subjected to recently. Shalian wasn't afraid of pain, but he was ticklish, and in spite of himself, fragmented memories from years past surfaced in his mind. The trembling, heated hands of a boy in a dark cave, random panicked touches, irregular breathing, and racing hearts. The fact that he's thinking about that now is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. At first, these memories were hazy and incredibly faint. Shalian had packed them away and tossed them into a corner of his mind long ago. But as the memories began to resurface, they had a surprisingly different taste, and it made Shalian want to hold his head and scream, especially with Hua Cheng right in front of him, doing very nearly the same thing he'd done once upon a time. Shalian's face and mind were burning. He was afraid Hua Cheng would see his distress, but Hua Cheng didn't look at him at all. He fulfilled his promise completely and never crossed the line. He kept his head slightly turned away, averting his gaze from Shalian's half-exposed white shoulder. Oh my god. Oh my god. The memory's having a surprisingly different taste. Oh my god. Doing very nearly the same things he'd done once upon a time is crazy. Yes, eyes averted like a gentleman. Okay, so his shoulder is out. His half-exposed white shoulder. Suddenly, a jeering voice rang out from behind Hua Cheng. Hua Cheng! You madman! What do you think you're doing to His Highness? You're disgusting! Hua Cheng whipped his head towards the voice. Shalian looked past him to see who had reached the entrance of the cavern chamber. The speaker was Mu Qing, with Feng Xin beside him. Despite being so recently wrapped in giant chrysalises, they had somehow broken free and found this place. Their faces had gone pale at the scene inside the cavern, and Shalian's face paled in return. What an awful sight. Feng Xin pointed at Hua Cheng, then pointed at Shalian with his clothes peeled halfway off. It was a long moment before he could squeeze out, You! Let him go right now! Hua Cheng quickly pulled Shalian's clothes back in place. You useless trash dare hunt us down, he said coldly. I think you're tired of living. Keep your filthy hands off him. Does the ugly toad want a taste of swan meat? Mu Qing sneered. Never mind dreaming of it for 800 years. You can hope for 1,000 more, but don't even think of touching a single one of His Highness's fingers. Oh, man. Shalian's heart dropped, but while the comments annoyed him, he could sense that something was amiss. What was wrong with these two? They shouldn't have spewed such malicious words. Even if Hua Cheng had beaten them to a pulp earlier, it was especially uncharacteristic of Mu Qing. It seemed like they were purposely trying to provoke Hua Cheng. But there was no reason for that. They knew they couldn't beat him, so what did they want? Moreover, their tone subtly pointed the spear in Shalian's direction. It was like they wanted to stir up confusion, as though they wanted Hua Cheng to do something to Shalian in a fit of anger. Interesting. Sure enough, darkness flashed over Hua Cheng's blanched face, and he threatened softly. Since you both came seeking death. Shalian could see the naked, murderous intent in his eyes, and horror filled him. Don't! He cried. Too late. Hua Cheng unsheathed his scimitar, and flashed cold. Feng Xin and Mu Qing were both startled by the strike, and they reflexively looked down at themselves, but they saw no visible injuries on their bodies. Just a moment later, before they had the chance to breathe in relief or retaliate, the upper halves of their bodies split from their lower halves and fell to the floor with a thud. Blood spurted and gushed, spilling over and flooding the ground. Shalian had never expected things to go like this. He lay limply on the stone bed, completely dumbstruck. Hua Cheng had actually sliced Feng Xin and Mu Qing in half. They weren't dead yet. They tumbled to the ground, one gritting his teeth, the other yelling furiously. It was a sight too tragic to witness. Hua Cheng's expression was frigid as he sheathed his scimitar. His face was dotted with only a few drops of blood, but the tinge of red complemented the aura of evil surrounding him and made him look even more striking. In this moment, Feng Xin and Mu Qing are cut in half, and Shalian's like, he looks striking. Hua Cheng stood in the pool of blood for a moment, then turned to walk toward Shalian. Shalian stared with wide eyes at Hua Cheng's grim approach. By the time Shalian snapped out of his stupor, Hua Cheng had already reached his side. He clutched one of Shalian's hands and pulled him up into an intense embrace. How can I possibly let go? He whispered. Shalian couldn't speak, being held so tightly in his arms. And then Hua Cheng whispered something else in his ear. Shalian's heart was pounding so wildly he thought it might jump out of his chest, when he suddenly felt his body release. The command talisman that Mu Qing stuck to his back had finally been released. Even though Hua Cheng said he wouldn't let go, he still loosened his embrace just a little and let Shalian leave his hold once he released him from the command talisman. Shalian took a deep breath and leapt to his feet and charged over to the pool of blood on the ground. Feng Xin, Mu Qing, are you two all right? Mu Qing's injuries were more severe. Blood trickled from the corner of his mouth and the light in his eyes had faded, but Feng Xin still had breath left, and he gripped Shalian's hand tightly. Your Highness. Shalian clutched his hand in turn. What do you want to say? Feng Xin swallowed a mouthful of blood and managed to grit out. Watch out for Hua Cheng. Don't go near him. He's a monster. It seemed that Feng Xin had used up all that remained of his strength to give Shalian that warning before he died. Unexpectedly, the expression on Shalian's face gradually calmed. Monster? He let go of Feng Xin's hand and rose to his feet. I wonder, is he more of a monster than you two? That shocked Feng Xin. Without pausing for a response, Shalian drew Feng Xin and pierced Feng Xin's heart, nailing him dead to the ground in a flash. Your Highness, you... Feng Xin spluttered in shock, but before he could finish, he stopped breathing. Shalian withdrew Feng Xin from Feng Xin's heart and shook it clean of blood before he retreated to Hua Cheng's side. He kept his sword pointed at the corpses on the ground all the while. Novel took quite a turn, huh? Now that blood has been spilled, there's no need to keep talking through those skins. Ha ha ha. A jeering laugh echoed from the ground. Mu Qing's body had been sliced in half at the waist, but its head twisted around to show that it was the one laughing. Its upper half was sprawled face down, so even if it turned its head, its cheek should have been pressed to the ground, but the corpse's head kept turning until it was fully backward and lifted it, laughing at Shalian all the while. As suspected. These were not the real Feng Xin and Mu Qing, but imposters from who knew where. The real Feng Xin and Mu Qing were still trapped in those giant white chrysalises, trying to gnaw themselves free. That was what Hua Cheng had whispered when he released Shalian from the command talisman. Their faces were pale, not from shock or horror, but because they weren't human to begin with. Shalian flashed his sword. Feng Xin and Mu Qing both smiled chillingly and replied in unison, "As you wish." They then melted into puddles of something that resembled thick blood. Hua Cheng moved to shield Shalian. The two bloody puddles flowed across the ground and merged into one, bubbling like they were boiling. Soon the pool formed into the shape of a man. A chill spiked up Shalian's spine from waist to neck as he watched that indescribable mass contort itself and grow bit by bit. Soon Feng Xin and Mu Qing were completely gone. The person who had replaced them was a tall, slender young man dressed in white. Judging by his size, the young man seemed to be about 17 or 18 years of age. He was wearing a mask, half of it crying, half of it smiling. While his face couldn't be seen, a youthful, crisp, bright voice came from behind the mask. "How are you, Shalian?" he asked warmly. Shalian's lips twitched unconsciously and his mind went numb. Hua Cheng had been shielding him, but now the Ghost King raised his blade and lunged at the man. The white-clad man was dauntless in the face of Ming's wicked sharpness, and the blade missed him by mere millimeters as he sidestepped. In the span of a second, he flashed behind Hua Cheng. He reached for Shalian like he wanted to touch his face. Silver light streaked, and Hua Cheng blocked that hand, shielding Shalian once more. Get the fuck out of here. Hua Cheng's voice was cold. "Keep your filthy hands off him." He drew the warning right back at him. The white-clad man's right hand was severed by Ming's slash, and the limb fell to the ground. but the man seemed like he'd barely noticed the injury. He simply shook out his expansive sleeve to briefly hide the severed limb, then shook the sleeve back again. A new hand had grown in the old one's place. His fingers curled into claws, and he aimed directly for Hua Cheng's right eye. It all happened under a second. Hua Cheng dodged just as fast, but the attack still left 2 bloody scratches on his cheek. Okay, now picture how sexy he'd look with his scratches over his eye. For the first time, Hua Cheng faced an opponent he couldn't overtake in speed. Now this is scary, hey? His gaze turned sharp, and he changed tactics on the spot. He called forth millions of wraith butterflies, and they swarmed the man in a frenzy. The myriad of butterflies wrapped the white-clad man inside a large, shimmering silver chrysalis, but that likely wouldn't last long. Hua Cheng was about to grab Shailian when the silver butterfly shrieked and exploded into sparkling powder. Seeing the subtle change to Hua Cheng's expression as so many wraith butterflies were destroyed at once, Shailian knew that this wasn't good. Like, you know it's not good when Hua Cheng's like, uh-oh. Oh, he's so powerful. It's scary. Like, we've gone the whole book with Hua Cheng being the most powerful creature in the universe, and now there's someone even more powerful than him. The white-clad man had blown apart the wraith butterflies, and now he was hidden within the shimmering silver powder that choked the air. His newly grown hand struck out once more, aiming again for Hua Cheng's right eye. This time it was Shailian's turn. He pulled out Fang Xin and slashed. His strike didn't just chop off the white-clad man's hand, nor his entire arm. It very nearly bisected him entirely. Hell yeah, Gaga, use that sword! Seizing the chance, Hua Cheng called out, "Your Highness, let's go!" Shailian knew they shouldn't get entangled in this fight, and that they should quit while they were ahead. He retreated, and the two rushed out of the cavern together. They bolted down the dark tunnel, unhampered by any obstacles. "It's him! He really didn't die!" Shailian exclaimed as he ran. Hua Cheng led the way. He was faster and dashed easily, setting up butterfly formations and silk traps along the way to trip up any pursuers. He might not be the original. Shailian came to an abrupt stop and clutched his head. "No, I can feel it. He's the same. Not only is he alive, but he's even stronger than before. Something let him be reborn. How else could he transform so easily into Feng Xin and Mu Qing? It's very difficult to impersonate heavenly officials. It should be nearly impossible to create fake skins of them." Shailian is freaking out a little bit. He's freaking out just a little bit. Hearing his tone go frantic, Hua Cheng also stopped and turned back. He took Shailian's hand and gripped it. "Don't be scared, Your Highness. He might not really be that strong. There's another possibility. He could be familiar with Feng Xin and Mu Qing. That's why he could create fake skins of them. He must be someone all of you..." Before he finished, Shailian's gaze fell to the hand that was clutching his own. Hua Cheng's words and expression both froze. He paled and withdrew his hand, tucked it behind his back, and turned to continue onward. Shailian, however, didn't follow. "San Lang," he called out. Hua Cheng's body stiffened. He paused in his step, but didn't look back. He only acknowledged, "Your Highness," in a carefully calm voice. "A lot just happened, and everyone's a little flustered and confused," Shailian said from behind him. Hua Cheng answered. "Everything is still kind of confusing, but I want to take the time to ask you a question," Shailian continued. "I hope you'll answer me honestly and seriously." "All right," Hua Cheng agreed. "Who exactly is that noble, gracious, special someone?" Shailian asked solemnly. Hua Cheng's finger, the one that was tied with the Ren affinity knot, subtly twitched a few times. He was silent for a while before he eventually answered. "If Your Highness already knows, then why ask?" Shailian nodded. "I see. So I didn't misunderstand you. It really is true." Hua Cheng didn't respond. After a pause, Shailian asked, his tone flat, "Don't you want to know how I feel about this? ... Hua Chung inclined his head slightly. It was like he wanted to glance back, but was too afraid to look Shailian in the eye. Only the 2 streaks of blood on his cheek could be seen. Your Highness, would you please not tell me? His voice cracked as he asked. I'm sorry, Shailian said. Something like this has to be made clear. Hua Chung didn't need to breathe, but he still sucked in a deep breath. Although his face was awfully pale, he still smiled and replied courteously. That's true. It's for the best. He was like a criminal on death row, waiting for his sentence. He closed his eye. Yet his eye didn't remain closed for long. Soon it snapped open once more as a pair of arms suddenly circled him from behind and caught him in a forceful embrace. Shailian buried his face in Hua Chung's back, but he didn't speak either. Though nothing was said, it was enough. It was a long time before Shailian felt the man he was hugging turn around. Hua Chung fervently returned the embrace, engulfing Shailian in his arms. From above his head, Shailian heard Hua Chung's staggering response. Your Highness, you really will be the death of me. Oh my god! It's so good! It's so good! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so glad that Shailian was like, no, finally, this has to be clear. And just nothing was said, but it was enough. Oh, it's so good. And Hua Chung turning around and hugging him so tight. Oh, I love that so much. The 800 years of relief. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. How nervous was Hua Chung in that moment? His voice cracked. Hua Chung's freaking voice cracked. Oh my gosh, you guys celebrating in the chat by being so generous. Thank you. Thank you so much for donating, Orion. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Orion. And Catriella for the stars. And Meeps for 5 more memberships. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Meeps. Welcome to the new members. And Ma Monroe. Thank you so much for the hearts. Oh, isn't that so cute? Oh. It feels so good every time. Orion says, they're so sweet. Poor Hua Chung, honestly, especially after all this, he definitely never expected Shailian to feel the same. Right? Like, him saying, like, I'd rather you not tell me. Oh my god, Sugar Kiss! That's so generous of you! Oh my god, dude, thank you! Thank you so much. Oh, Sugar Kiss. Sugar Kiss says, for Hualien and your vacation. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much, Sugar Kiss. What the heck? Oh, thank you. You made this moment even more exciting. Thank you. Oh, man. Oh, EP Ness. Oh, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Welcome so many new members. Thank you, EP. That is so kind of you. Thank you so, so much. Oh my gosh. I'm very curious, anyone in the chat, if you want to chime in, if this was your first time experiencing the confession, if it was what you thought, or if you have any thoughts. Because I will say the next line switches up real quick. Like, it heads right into action. EP Nest has been a member for 29 months. Thank you so much. And says, happy Pride, Hualien finally confessed. Yes! Aww. And Catriella sent another gift membership. Thank you so much, Catriella. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you. Avery says, I was not expecting it to be right now. Horror Girl says, it's my first time and my mind is completely blown. I thought they were never gonna confess. Avery says, like, not the time, bro. Local Rogue says, I love people saying so much with so little. Right? Right? Like, sometimes you need the long confession speech, and other times it's just a silent hug from behind. Right? Because, like, Shaelian just, like, he's known that he's loved Hua Chung for, like, a while now, and I just love that he has that, like, a little bit of that freak in him, where he's like, Hua Chung, having been my devoted believer for 800 years, is actually fucking awesome. EP says, not my first time, but hit as great as the first one. Aww. Matt Monroe says, it was great, but it seems like the wrong time. It's just so great, though. Yeah, it's like in the... They just experienced such, like, an almost frightening level of misunderstanding for Hua Chung, where, like, it almost seemed like he was afraid Shaelian was thinking he was going to take advantage of him, right? Like, this terrible image of him. He saw the cave. He saw the murals. There's clearly something fucked up and sexual going on there with his obsession. And now he's, like, unable to resist, and he's got this function and mooching chirping in his ear. It literally was, like, just going downhill so hard. And then Shaelian being like, I think we need to address this. And Hua Chung being like, oh, maybe we don't. Shaelian realizing he doesn't need to be the home wrecker anymore. And also, because Shaelian kind of had his little moment earlier where he was like, oh my god, Hua Chung's hands on my body. Where have I've felt this before? Like, he's not freaked out about it at all. And also, White No Face is, like, Shaelian's most horrifying trauma. You guys actually, some people don't know why. We'll get to the trauma later. This is the ooey gooey stuff. This is the trauma. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mael. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Rogue says, I love how Shaelian put the pieces together. His detective hat was back on. It sure was. It sure was. Catriella says he's not freaked out, but he's definitely a little freaky. Especially thinking Hua Chung covered in blood is hot. Yes, oh, he's so striking right now, covered in my friend's blood. Yeah, Orion, I'm with you. I feel like Shaelian wanted to ASAP make sure that Hua Chung knew. Hua Chung had been shaking in his boots so hard. He's like, I gotta fix this. 100%, 100%. Rogue. Hua Chung has a mysterious special someone and also a billion statues of me? And one really detailed mural. All right. Okay, it's almost a comical transition here. It's like they're hugging each other, they're embracing so much. His staggering response, Your Highness, you really will be the death of me. Just then, the sound of an explosion echoed through the deep recesses of the cave. Does Hua Chung like Mian Mian? Stop! That's so funny! Holy shit, that would be such a funny running joke. Holy shit, oh my god. To anyone that doesn't know, in Modao Zushi, Wei Wuxian completely misinterprets something Lam Wangji says to thinking that he has a crush on a girl named Mian Mian. And so, like, oh, I understand. You like Mian Mian is, like, an infuriating fucking arc of Modao Zushi. So, Hua Chung liking Mian Mian is great. Okay, I have to pee real bad. I'll be right back. It was the wellness drink. shirt just looks so cool. Like, I'm not just saying this to promote my shop. I genuinely feel like this shirt looks so cool. I think it just looks great. Where's the book? Okay. Good evening. Oh, wow. Lots of carbs and crabs in the chat. I made Stitch and I a bagel medley for lunch. I love a little medley. I think one of my favorite things in the world is making little medleys. I cut a bagel in half, 2 bagels in half, toasted it, cut the halves in half. 4 different bagel flavors. I put peanut butter on one, I put butter on one, I put cream cheese on one, I put hot sauce on one. Avery, it's like a long-running joke on my channel that when I'm away from the screen, people spam crabs because it's like, it is an old joke that was like people running to commit mutiny because I'm gone. And so it was like, there was like a gif of like little crabs running. But now, and then someone misspelled crabs once and it was carbs. So now it becomes crabs and carbs in the chat when I'm gone. Ryan says, no, you don't like medleys. You like Mian Mian. Yes. Yeah, I accidentally almost said Mian Mian when I married Stitch. Oh no, the answer here. A bagel flight. Yes. Oh my god, Rogue. I love a flight. If there's ever an option for a flight on a menu, I'm getting it. I love trying I love trying things. Okay. Boom! You can't be gay. You have to run. The sound of an explosion echoed through the deep recesses of the cave. A blinding white light flashed through the darkness, followed by a series of shrieks from the silver butterflies. They both looked up, and their expressions changed. Shalian loosened his grip on Hua Chung's sleeves. Let's talk later, Shalian said. And thus the two continued on, except now they were running hand in hand. I just got butterflies! Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh. I like how it's like, they're still fucking action heroes, but now they're running hand in hand. Oh my god. Isn't that so cute? Oh no, not the butterflies. They all explode. Oh. So cute. Yes, you know it's good when the hand holding hits even harder than the kiss. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this book is so good. Oh my god, okay. I was just thinking, I'm like, when do they kiss next? Ah! Okay. Their first, like, kiss with feeling. It's so good when, like, they've kissed before they've admitted, you know? And so that when they get to kiss for the first time, the next time is, like, the first time with feelings. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Shalian's face was still hot, but he spoke with forced calm like nothing had happened. Sanlong, how did you discover that Feng Xin and Wu Qing who approached us were dummies? Where are the real ones? Hua Cheng was in essentially the same state. I left behind wraith butterflies to monitor the 2 useless pieces of trash. How could there be 2 more of them? Don't worry, Your Highness, they're fine. They won't die. Then we have to release Feng Xin and Mu Qing from the chrysalises, Shalian said. It'll be bad if he finds them when they have no way to fight back. This way, follow me, Hua Cheng answered. I love how they're both pretending like they aren't, like, so excited right now. The Cave of 10,000 Gods was indeed his territory. Even when they came to crossroads that branched into multiple different paths, he immediately and accurately knew which one to take. It wasn't long before they returned to the area where they'd left Feng Xin and Mu Qing. Even from a distance, they could hear those 2 flinging accusations at each other and yelling. Why did you tell His Highness to run? Now you've done it. He's been carried off. What, should I have had him stand around to be butchered? Huh? You just wanted him to distract Hua Cheng and lead him away. Am I wrong? Shalian didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Oh my goodness, add that to the counter. Both men and the giant white chrysalises lay on the wall were simultaneously gnawing at the silk and yelling at each other, and they were so surprised when they saw him return that they forgot to spit out the white silk dangling from their mouths. How'd you escape? Shalian's bamboo hat was still on the ground where he dropped it, and he quickly picked it up and tied it around his neck. The heavy white silk released Feng Xin and Mu Qing before retreating into the shadows. The 2 of them tumbled to the ground, beaten black and blue. When they saw Hua Cheng emerge from behind Shalian, their faces twitched. They probably thought they were in for another round of beatings, or that things would otherwise get rough again. However, when Fengxian reached out to grab Shalian's arm and pull him back, Shalian grabbed hold of Hua Cheng first. Oh my god. The Funglian of that moment. Your Highness? Fengxian was flummoxed. Hua Cheng was already starting to lead the way once more. Gaga, this way. As if those two dared to follow him. Your Highness, why are you still with him? Fengxian questioned. Didn't I tell you he's lost his mind? Mu Qing said. He's completely enchanted. Shalian didn't bother to argue. He just gently but very firmly held on to Hua Cheng. There's no time to explain now. Let's get out of here first. There's an enemy after us. With Shalian holding him like that, Hua Cheng's eye began to twinkle. A moment later, he smiled. I suggest you both hold your tongues and follow. I'm in a good mood, so I won't fight you. For now. Fengxian and Mu Qing were left in complete disbelief by this display. Complicated expressions plastered on their faces. They just couldn't comprehend why Shalian still walked so nonchalantly beside a terrifying devil who had stalked him for over 800 years with a mind full of unspeakable thoughts. It was like playing with fire and delighting in the burns. Mu Qing was skeptical, but eventually chose to focus on the other point. You said there's an enemy here? This cave of 10,000 gods is his territory, so what kind of enemy could there possibly be? Did this enemy give him those scratches on his face? I doubt there are many out there who can injure Crimson Rain-sought Flower. It's White No-Face, Shalian replied. At the sound of that name, Fengxian and Mu Qing's faces both changed, and they followed Shalian without another word. They knew well that Shalian could joke or lie about anything except one man. Oh, that's so fucking sad. Shalian would never make light of him, nor would he ever mistake him. Even though they'd just been fighting each other to the death in the Cave of 10,000 Gods, now they were fleeing like mad together. Just what is going on? Mu Qing demanded. Shalian gave them an account of the white-clad man who had stolen their appearances, and they were both stunned. Disguised as us? How is that possible? It's true, Shalian said. Everything happened so fast, and I didn't get a good look, but it was absolutely you two at a glance. Fengxian was dumbfounded. But how can White No-Face still exist? Didn't the Emperor kill him? I wouldn't be surprised if that thing can't be killed so easily, Mu Qing said. Maybe it died at the time, but I'm sure it could revive itself given the right chance. That reminded Shalian of something, and he turned to Hua Cheng. Sanlang, right after we made it to Mount Tonglu territory, you woke from your stasis with a start and urged us to hide from something. Did you sense him then? Hua Cheng gave a slight nod. Yes. I knew it, Shalian mumbled. We chose the path to the west after that, but he was the one on the eastern path who'd killed thousands of ghosts. He'd been reborn, but he's still a little weak. He needed to use the nefarious creatures coming to Mount Tonglu as a stepping stone. Now he's recovered and might be even stronger than before. After all, he was the world's first supreme ghost king. As they talked, Mu Qing noticed something amiss. Your Highness, do you know where he's taking us? I don't think this is the way out. It was Hua Cheng who replied, Of course this isn't the way out, because there is no way out right now. Fengxian was astonished. What? Isn't this cave your territory? You can't be lost. Of course not, Shalian replied in Hua Cheng's defense. White No-Face is blocking the path to the cave's exit, Hua Cheng explained. If you think you can defeat him in your current state, then by all means, don't follow me. I won't stop you. Go right ahead. Fengxian and Mu Qing were both from Shanla, of course, and just like Shalian, that creature had left an indelible shadow on their hearts. They didn't want to face him unless absolutely necessary. Fengxian gazed upward. Can we punch through the top of the cave to get out? The snowy mountain is above us. Do you want to start another avalanche? Hua Cheng mocked. Unfortunately, they had left the Earthmaster shovel with Yin Yu in case of emergency. Even if they did have it, none of them had studied how to use it, so they wouldn't be able to dig an escape route without making a racket and drawing attention. Then why are we running around aimlessly? As long as we run around aimlessly, he'll chase us and we can lure him away from the exit, Shalian explained, and then you two can use that chance to escape. Mooching immediately caught the issue. Wait, you two? You mean you want to split up? One group is the bait to lead him away while the other group escapes on their own? Exactly, Shalian said. The Emperor must be informed that White No-Face has reappeared in the world. Once you both escape, find a way to notify the heavens. Wait! Mooching cut him off. You've already decided who's going to be bait and who's going to leave? Shalian shook his head. I didn't decide. White No-Face did. Mooching understood and didn't say another word. There was nothing they could do to choose who was pursued. Among their group, White No-Face would certainly be most interested in chasing Shalian. I will stay with you to face him, Function declared without hesitation. In an emergency, Mooching had always been the one Shalian sent back to make a report, and Function had always stayed behind to assist him. It seemed that ancient history was about to repeat itself. But then, Shalian glanced to Hua Cheng. Thanks, but there's no need. Sanlong will stay with me. How can he be the one to stay? Function blurted. Hua Cheng's brow furrowed ominously, but Shalian only replied, I trust him. Although his voice was gentle, he was firm in his stance. Function was stunned in spite of himself. Your Highness. Shalian patted his shoulder. It's like, you'll understand when you're older. You two go together. Mount Tonglu has closed its gates, so it's hard to say whether you'll even be able to get out to spread the word. Besides, don't you still need to search for Lan Chang and the child? Function's face turned glum at the reminder. A wraith butterfly emerged from the engravings on the vambrace around Hua Cheng's wrist. Follow it, he said. The two looked at Hua Cheng, then at Shalian. In the end, Mooching said simply, You two watch yourselves. With that, he turned and hurried after the silver butterfly down another tunnel. A moment later, Function followed. The four thus parted at this fork in the road. As Shalian watched their retreating backs, another series of rumbling explosions echoed in the distance. The pair exchanged a look. He's here, Hua Cheng said darkly. Lead me, Shalian said. The white-clad man had come after Shalian, as expected. To ensure he was kept at a safe distance, Hua Cheng set up wraith butterfly formations at various points in the caves to monitor the situation and slow their pursuer down. Every time an explosion went off and the wraith butterflies shrieked, Hua Cheng's expression grew grimmer, and Shalian's heart ached. They wound around corner after corner until finally they reached a chamber. Green Yoli Felix, thank you so much for joining my membership. Thank you so much. Shalian couldn't help but sigh. I can't believe it. So many silver butterflies have been lost. While the wraith butterflies didn't have a good reputation in the Three Realms, Shalian saw them as nothing but sweet, adorable little spirits. He couldn't help but feel for them. They ceaselessly launched their suicidal attacks just to delay the enemy a few moments more. But Hua Cheng only snorted. His gaze seemed to penetrate the thick rock wall as he said, Don't worry, if he kills one, I'll make 10 more. Fast and furious as a storm, I will never back down. We'll see who's left standing in the end. Damn, he's so cool and confident. Shalian's heart skipped a beat for some reason, and he thought, oh no, this is bad. Although Hua Cheng had only displayed it subconsciously, Shalian really was quite weak to his aggressive, rebellious confidence. Yes! I love that he's like, oh fuck, it's so hot when he's competent. I love that so much. That's so sexy. Oh my goodness, Green, thank you for upgrading your membership. And hey, Galactic. I think it's just like, you know, Shalian's been operating by himself for so long and he worries about people so much, and finally there's someone that he like doesn't have to worry about. Like Hua Chung's like, I got this. Like I can take care of you. I'm fucking capable. The competency kink, yes. I love how Shalian lit his inner thought is literally, oh no, this is bad. Another moment passed, and Hua Chung slowed his pace, seeming like he'd received some sort of signal. He turned to Shalian. He's been led away. Those two are almost out. Great, Shalian said. Now we can take our time to come up with a strategy. There's no rush now, Hua Chung said. He's been left far behind. We can hide here for a while and think of a battle plan. They both trailed off, and an awkward tension suddenly bloomed between them. This wasn't the kind of awkwardness that stemmed from embarrassment. Rather, they were both feeling strangely shy. With the creature hot on their trail and Feng Xin and Mu Qing with them, the feeling hadn't been nearly as obvious. But although Shalian had said, let's talk later, now that later had arrived, and they'd caught their breaths, he had no idea what to say. Thank you so much, Catriella, for also upgrading your membership. Thank you. Shalian coughed lightly twice to clear his throat, then scratched his cheek with a finger. No matter what gesture he made, nothing felt quite right. He wanted to speak, but he worried that whatever he said would sound too abrupt or too silly, or like he was trying too hard. In the end, he just hoped that Hua Chung would say something first. However, Hua Chung's expression was just as strained. On the surface, he looked like he might have been seriously thinking through their battle plans, but it was hard to say whether that was true. The hands clenched behind his back were trembling slightly. He's trembling. He's nervous that all of it's out in the air with Gaga. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's like literally their first date. They're at the movies right now. They walked past one particular divine statue. Most of the carvings in the Cave of 10,000 Gods were about the same size as the man himself, but this one was rougher in craftsmanship, and it was shorter by half. When Shalian passed it, he casually peeled off the veil covering its head, and his eyes lit up. Sanlang, did you carve this one too? Hua Chung looked over and fell silent. It took him a moment to reply. It was from my beginner years. Gaga, stop looking at it. That was clearly the truth. This divine statue was quite ugly indeed, even though it was easy to tell that the sculptor had done his utmost to carve the perfect form he saw in his mind. His wish had been left unfulfilled due to the limits of his skill. I feel like all artists can understand that. Oh, Arwen, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Gaga is gonna be mad when he sees the mural. While it wasn't cockeyed or crooked, the little figure was disproportionate in scale and smiled like it was mentally challenged. Despite all that, the sculptor had still managed to include every single detail without fault. Shalian could easily tell that this was a god-pleasing crown prince statue. Its ears even had red dots for coral pearl earrings. Shalian silently covered his mouth and turned away. He rubbed hard at his face in an attempt to seem natural. Hua Chung didn't know what to say, so he pleaded again as he tried to cover the statue with its veil. Your Highness, please don't look at it anymore. Don't misunderstand. I think it's really cute, Shalian hastily assured him. But then he realized, wasn't he the one Hua Chung had sculpted? If he called this thing cute, wasn't he basically calling himself cute? It'd be incredibly thick-skinned of him to lie so blatantly. Shalian couldn't help but laugh out loud. Seeing him like this, Hua Chung bowed his head and lowered his lashes as he started to chuckle along with him. They're so cute. They're just laughing together. They're just having such a good time together. He finally figured out if he wanted to laugh or cry. He wants to laugh with Hua Chung. So cute. Orion says, Hua Chung is usually so cool and collected. It's so cute every time he's a nervous little loser. Indeed, indeed. As they both laughed, much of the nameless, jittery air cleared away. They continued onward and passed by another statue that was lounging on a stone bed. Its entire body was covered with a layer of thin, smoke-like white satin. Shalian was very curious and was just about to pull off the white veil when Hua Cheng unexpectedly seized his wrist. "Your Highness!" Ever since they entered this cave of 10,000 gods, Hua Cheng had mostly been calling him Your Highness. Shalian looked at him, and while Hua Cheng let go of his wrist, he still seemed a bit uncomfortable. "I already know it's a statue of me. I still can't look?" Shalian asked. "If Gaga wants to look at statues, the best one I sculpted remains to be seen. I'll show you some other time. Don't look at any of the ones in this cave anymore," Hua Cheng said. Shalian didn't understand. Why? I think all the divine statues in this cave of 10,000 gods were carved really well. Really. It'd be a shame if I never got to see them. Which reminds me, those murals... "I'll go destroy them," Hua Cheng said promptly. Seeing that he really planned to head off right now and do that, Shalian grabbed him hastily. Don't! Why destroy them? Just because I saw them? Fine. I'll tell you the truth. I've only actually seen a few, like the one depicting the Shengyuan Heavenly Ceremonial Procession, and the one of us in the army. I didn't see most of them because Feng Xin and Mu Qing wouldn't let me, so I have absolutely no idea what you painted. Don't destroy them." Only then did Hua Cheng turn to face him. "Really?" Shalian held on to him and replied with the utmost sincerity. "Really, if you don't want me to look, I won't." Hua Cheng seemed to quietly sigh in relief. Then he smiled. "They're no good anyway. If there's something you want to see, I'll just paint it for you on the spot." Thank you so much, Crimson Queen. The way that he's talking makes me think that there are multiple murals that are not safe for work, if you will. Thank you, R.A. is drawing. It must be pretty fucking freaky. This reaction made Shalian even more curious, but he didn't want to spur Hua Cheng into destroying those precious murals, so he could only push down his desires. After taking a few steps, Shalian suddenly frowned. Something's not right. "What is it?" Hua Cheng asked. Shalian turned to look at Hua Cheng. White No-Face, why would he come to Mount Tonglu? "Perhaps he hasn't fully regained his powers, and he wants to use the kiln to be fully reborn into the world," Hua Cheng replied. "If that's true, would it mean he's not currently a supreme?" Shalian wondered. Crimson Queen, yes. "That's not entirely impossible," Hua Cheng said. When White No-Face had dropped his disguise as Feng Xin and Mu Qing and attacked, his abrupt appearance had been both shocking and terrifying. Shalian's first reaction was to assume that their opponent couldn't be defeated, so he'd grabbed Hua Cheng and fled, but they hadn't actually fought him directly for long, so they couldn't precisely gauge White No-Face's current strength. Was he putting on a front, or was he stronger than he seemed? Nothing could be determined from a rushed exchange of blows that only lasted a few seconds. "I assumed he'd gotten stronger when I saw those two fake skins," Shalian muttered. "But maybe he hasn't completely recovered. Maybe he's currently at his weakest. Otherwise, why would he come to Mount Tonglu? Maybe I can give it a shot. Give it a shot and try and take him down." "Good. I'll go fight him," Hua Cheng immediately replied. Shalian instantly snapped out of it and hastily said, "No, don't. Don't face him directly. My giving it a shot will be plenty." Supreme Ghost Kings would normally never face each other in combat so easily, as evidenced by the way ship-sinking Blackwater and Crimson Rain Sought Flower had been able to coexist in peace. This was because Ghost Kings weren't like heavenly officials, whose profiles were well known to anyone who cared to keep track, from their strength to their parameter of their powers, to the size of their temples and number of worshippers. But Ghost Kings hid their true strength, just as they hid their pasts. They possessed no knowledge of each other's abilities, and no one knew the potential consequences of a fight between two supremes. This encouraged them to maintain the balance at all costs. "There's no need to worry," Hua Cheng said. "The victor hasn't been decided yet. Surely Gaga doesn't believe how I'd let you face him by yourself. Shalian shook his head. It's not that, Sanlang. It's that we're not the same to him. He won't kill me. I can swear it. Why? Hua Cheng questioned. After a moment of hesitation, Shalian chose not to explain. He only said, You don't know how terrifying that creature is. Hua Cheng cut him off. Your Highness, I know, he said grimly. Only then did Shalian remember that Hua Cheng had also joined the Shanla army and personally experienced the Shanla battlefield. He'd seen the tragedy with his own eyes, the fields piled with corpses. But Hua Cheng didn't know. He hadn't personally witnessed that horrific battle between Junwu and White No-Face. He had never crossed paths with White No-Face directly. Having considered this, Shalian shook his head forcefully. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just, I don't want anything to happen to you. Hua Cheng's eye twinkled at this. A moment later, he smiled. Gaga, don't worry. I'm already dead, so it won't be easy for me to die again. Besides, have you already forgotten what I told you before? Unless he finds my ashes, he can't do anything to me. Shalian had forgotten entirely the ashes were a factor. He quickly said, Wait, everything else aside, Sanlang, have you stored your ashes somewhere safe? A long time ago, Hua Cheng replied. Shalian nodded, but a moment later he couldn't help but double-check. Are you sure they're properly hidden? That the hiding place is secure enough and won't be found? To me, it's the safest place in the world, Hua Cheng answered leisurely. Hua Cheng didn't think there was anything absolute out there, however. You're completely sure? He pressed. Hua Cheng smiled cheerfully. If their hiding place is destroyed, then there's no need for me to exist either. Of course I'm sure. Although Shalian was rather concerned about what no need to exist meant, they weren't in a safe place. Although Shalian was rather concerned about what no need to exist meant, they weren't in a safe place and there could be ears listening in. It wasn't the right time to probe this subject deeper, so he let it go. But it made Shalian want to ask Hua Cheng, just how had he died? So, oh my god, these past 2 pages, I want to stop it. Like, there's so much shit has happened. Okay. The fact that Hua Cheng got to say, Shalian, I know, because now a bit of Hua Cheng's past has been revealed to him is so good. You know, like, Hua Cheng's been keeping himself so mysterious this whole time, but now he's finally able to be like, I actually can relate to you, you know? And we haven't even uncovered it all. You think we have, but we haven't. And the ashes. Anyone want to guess in the chat? Where is the place that if it were to be destroyed, there's no need for me to exist either? I think that's so romantic. Meanwhile, Shalian's like, where the fuck is this place that's so important to you? What do you mean if that place ceased to exist, you wouldn't need to exist? What about me? It made Shalian want to ask Hua Cheng just how had he died. Shalian really wanted to know, but he didn't know how to ask. When mortals died, whether their souls could remain on the corporal earth depended on their obsessions and attachments. In most cases, anguish and resentment were the strongest fixations. To become a supreme ghost king, one's obsession would have to be extraordinarily intense. So, Shalian was afraid that Hua Cheng wouldn't be able to handle it if he asked about his death. It might cause him pain, like stabbing an old scar. And Shalian himself might not be able to bear the details either. These past 800 years, how had Hua Cheng endured them? A horrifying thought struck Shalian, and he was instantly awash in a cold sweat. He quickly turned to Hua Cheng. Sanlang! What is it? Hua Cheng answered. Shalian's fingers twitched slightly. I have another question I want to ask you. By all means, Hua Cheng replied. Shalian stared at him. Other than in Shanla, did you encounter me in another place or time at any other point in the past 800 years? Hua Cheng slowly turned his head to look at him. Regretfully, though I never gave up and did my utmost to find you, I did not. Shalian pressed him. Really? Hua Cheng looked him squarely in the eyes. Really? Why does Gaga ask? Shalian sighed an imperceptible breath of relief and forced a smile. Nothing, it's just the way I passed my days in the earlier years wasn't the prettiest sight. I was a mess and very much a failure. I just wouldn't have wanted you to witness that. Hua Cheng laughed. How could that be? But Shalian didn't laugh at all. It's not a joke. I really was quite the failure. Hearing this, Hua Cheng withdrew his smile and turned solemn. That's fine too, Your Highness. Didn't you say so yourself? Me? Shalian was confused. What did I say? To me, the one basking in infinite glory is you. The one fallen from grace is also you. What matters is you, not the state of you. Hua Cheng recited languidly as he gazed at Shalian. He blinked meaningfully, cocking an eyebrow. I feel the same way. Shalian was stunned, speechless for a good moment. Then he quickly slapped his hands over his face to cover it, feeling like his whole head was burning up. Did I say that? You did, Hua Cheng insisted. Gaga, don't deny it. Shalian used his arm to block his face. I don't think so. Gaga, do you want to see the proof? I'll find it for you, Hua Cheng said. Shalian's head shot up. Did you? No way. Sanlong, have you been recording everything? I'm joking. I honestly don't believe you. Gaga, trust me. I don't trust you anymore. The pair came to a fork in the road. Suddenly a breeze blew in. Hua Cheng tilted his body to shield Shalian, raising an arm as if to protect him. It wasn't a strong breeze, and it didn't call for anyone to block it, but Hua Cheng's action had come completely naturally. The wind passed, leaving strands of hair aflutter, tangled in the same way as Shalian's thoughts. Shalian thought that Hua Cheng's expression and the contours of his face were cold when he wasn't looking his way, beautiful in his nonchalance. Hua Cheng didn't even realize he'd moved without hesitation, as if protecting Shalian was innate to him. He didn't even realize that he'd moved to protect him. This is how I feel when I'm guiding Stitch through a parking lot. The innate way I grab her by the scruff of her neck and guide her away from a car that is attempting to back into her. Yes, Rogue. Yes, I noticed that too. Because Hua Cheng was like taking it lightheartedly, being like, no, you're not, it's okay. And then when Shalian truly deeply felt like he wanted Hua Cheng to know he had failed, and Hua Cheng says, that's okay. Right? Like, it's okay that you failed. What matters is you and not the state of you. I love it when Shalian gets all bashful after he says something, like, epic. Aw, Nesio, that's so cute. Sanlong, Shalian blurted again. Hua Cheng tilted his head to look at him, and only then did he flash a smile. What is it, Your Highness? Shalian felt that Hua Cheng probably didn't notice himself smiling. A clear and powerful voice in Shalian's heart told him that this man really saw him as a god. Oh, oh my god. Oh. Shalian's fingers clenched furtively. Once we're out of Mount Tonglu, there's a lot I want to tell you. Hua Cheng nodded lightly. All right, I look forward to it. It's so cute. It was so cute. Oh my god. He's so excited, and he loves Hua Cheng so much. Oh. Have Function and Mooching escaped? Shalian asked. They're already out, Hua Cheng replied. And White No-Face? Shalian asked. He didn't catch up to us, and he didn't go stop them. Where is he now? How far is he from us? Hua Chung's face changed before he could finish, and he lightly pressed 2 fingers against his right eyebrow. A moment later he said, "He disappeared." "How could he disappear?" Shalian asked in shock. Hua Chung remained calm and focused as he focused on searching. "He's just gone, completely vanished." That was impossible. Not even a ghost could disappear in thin air while surrounded by wraith butterflies in this cave of 10,000 gods. "Let me see," Shalian blurted. He gripped Hua Chung's shoulders with his hands and went on tiptoes to touch their foreheads together. Hua Chung rested a hand on Shalian's waist, then hesitated as if he was going to pull away. In the end, his hand stayed where it was and pulled Shalian even closer. He's like, oh, we're boyfriends now. Oh yeah, Rogue. There's so much. It's really, really good. The scenes that Hua Chung had seen moments earlier flashed before Shalian's eyes. The white-clad man strolled through a stone cavern. Countless wraith butterflies rushed him and wrapped him in a shimmering human-shaped chrysalis. In an instant, those butterflies were engulfed in a crackling explosion of silver light, shattering them into a burst of sparkling glitter. Once the silver light faded, the white-clad man was gone. After that, Hua Chung's right eye brought Shalian elsewhere in the caverns, sweeping through countless other tunnels. However, the white-clad figure was nowhere to be seen. Shalian was puzzled and pulled away slightly. Could he have left? Now that White No-Face had seen Shalian, he would stop at nothing to harass him. Others might not understand this, but Shalian knew it all too well. "Maybe our earlier speculation was correct," Hua Chung said. His top priority is to use the kiln to regain his supreme status, so he left ahead of us. Hua Chung's voice was right in Shalian's ear. He only came back to himself when he heard those words and realized that Hua Chung's face was cupped in his hands. Shalian had pulled him down, making the taller man bend slightly at the waist. Shalian quickly let go. He's got him like this. And Hua Chung is bending down slightly. It's so cute. Oh my god. "We have to stop him," he cried. Their mission was to prevent any candidates with the potentials to become Supremes from reaching Mount Tonglu. They'd run from the white-clad man earlier, but now the situation was clear. They rushed through the countless divine statues in search of him. Before long, they reached the spot where he'd disappeared. Other than some divine statues, there was not a single thing to be found. Silver shards of light covered the ground, and the little butterflies that hadn't been completely destroyed by the shockwave were fluttering their broken wings. Shalian bent down. Even if he didn't know whether it would help, he still wanted to cup them in his hands. Just then, he heard Hua Chung's voice from behind him. "Gaga, come over here by my side." His voice was laced with suppressed anger, but the rage wasn't directed at Shalian. Shalian looked up and saw that Hua Chung's blazing gaze was trained on a divine statue ahead of them. The statue was covered head to toe with a white veil, but the general shape of it could be made out. One section protruded sharply. It seemed to be pointing a sword. A patch of caustic red at the sharp tip of the sword's point was spreading, staining, soaking the white silk veil. There was blood on the sword. Clearly, there was something strange about this divine statue. Perhaps the original was no longer under the white silk and had been replaced with something else. Shalian leapt to his feet and stood at Hua Chung's side, pointing the sword Fangshin at the strange form. Hua Chung wore a dark expression. He gave a wave, and the white veil fell with the motion. Shalian's pupils shrank. It was a divine statue of Shalian beneath the white veil, a god-pleasing crown prince statue. There was a sword in one hand and a flower in the other, and a smile on his face, but there were traces of blood on that smile. The blood had come from the sword in its hand. A boy dangled there, pierced through. The boy had bandages covering his head, and blood covering his body. It was Lang Yang. Oh, shit. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh. I 1000% forgot about that. That's the end of the chapter. We're gonna stop there. The next chapter is 94. From the sealed kiln, the one supreme shall emerge. Oh yeah, shit gets... Oh, okay, next chapter. Next chapter, I think they're gonna have a little chat with White No Face and maybe a kiss. Rogue says, what a whirlwind of a chapter, right? Oh my god. Yeah, Sienna, this chapter was quite long. Kiss White No Face? No. I used to have a piece of art from the scene coming up as my wallpaper. Not because it's like a romantic kiss. It's something that happens afterward. I thought was so funny. It's so good. But yeah, isn't it, like, for those who know, don't put spoilers in the chat, but, like, seeing how, like, traumatized Shaelian is about his past is, like, really upsetting. Because, like, on your first read-through, you hear him talk about White No Face gravely, and you assume it's because of the plague arc. You're like, yeah, that was super fucked up, and he lost his godhood to that. Like, that's so incredibly traumatizing, and he doesn't joke about it. It's very serious. And yet, it has yet to actually come. Like, rereading this is actually crazy, seeing how much he's like, no, I'm fucked up about that, actually. I'm super fucked up. Like, yeah. Oh. Yay, Rogue, I'm glad you enjoyed it. They're Welch's fruit snack berry version. Right, Rogue? Isn't that so good? When the character that makes light of everything has, like, one thing that they take seriously. Aw, Ali John. That's so sweet. Thank you. These are the ones I sat on earlier. Also, I just want to put it out there that, like, what happens in the next arc isn't, like, a lot of Dan may have, like a non-con scene in them or something like that. It's not that. It's not sexual. And, you know, there's always ways you can read into anything as being sexual, but, like, I just want to also preface that because, like, sometimes the tone of it being, like, gravely serious is like, oh, it must be that. It's not that. It's something uniquely different. I also really like any, but no spoilers, don't spoil. There are people in the chat that don't know, so please don't talk about the next arc. We're so close to it. We're so close. Every time Blackwater is brought up, It's so, I love it, where it's like, yeah, him and Hwa-Chang don't actually, like, Hwa-Chang and Blackwater don't actually know each other's power levels, because they're not, like, fucking snooty heavenly officials who have, like, calling cards and everyone knows their power stats and stuff. It's just like, yeah, they just know to be peaceful, because maybe if two Supremes fought each other, it would be like a fucking supernova. Yeah, so Rogue, don't worry about it. Battle of the Calamities next skit. It's just like me and Hwa-Chang and Blackwater like punch each other and just you know those gifs that are like super fast explosion? Yeah. Unstoppable devotion meets immovable revenge. Yeah, we don't know where Windmaster is yet either. I love Windmaster. Thanks, Rogue. Oh, Aline Zhang says, Kictor, I want you to know you always put a smile on my face and always brighten my day. That's so sweet of you. I'm so glad. That makes me really happy. Thank you for making me smile. We still don't know how Yin Yu got hired. Yeah, so many things are unfinished still. Like, we got a little bit of the Yin Yu backstory. Windmaster disappeared. Like, where the fuck's Blackwater? And I tell you, it all comes together. It's so satisfying. Aw, Rogue, thank you. All right, I actually do have to go because I'm helping out Ray with a Facebook Marketplace pickup. So I gotta go make sure I get there on time. And then I'm gonna be flying. I'm gonna be flying to Seattle and then to Montana. And yeah, so we'll be there for a week. I won't be able to stream while I'm gone. We're very busy visiting family, visiting friends, driving all over the place. And then there's a 3-day little tiny convention in Helena, Montana. So that'll be fun. And I'm going to cosplay football player Ivan. And Stitch is nerd. No, not nerd. Like goth Till. And then Saturday I'm being Vacation Edgeworth. And then Sunday I'm being guess who I'm being from My Hero Academia? Will you be flying on swords? Yes, my Alaska Airlines sword. Frog girl. CC Newbie. Oh, yes. Let's hope to see you at Annie Revo. I can't wait. Yes, 100%. That's awesome. And then, like, yeah, we come back. And you guys asking when the next stream would be? I think maybe next Wednesday? Because we come back late Tuesday night. So I could probably do a stream Wednesday. Green Yoli says, thank you for the read. You're the best. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for becoming a member. Aizawa, good question. I like Aizawa a lot. Purple guy. Black and Green Tea says, Alaska Supremacy. I'm with you. I'm with you. Rogue says, I see you and Stitch doing Eraser Mike, but maybe that's my personal bias. That's so funny. Oh my god. Stitch actually loves, oh my god, what is it? Bakudeku. I cosplayed Bakugo for her long distance a long time ago. I'm being Todoroki. That was when one of my first cosplays after my first cosplay ever was Victor, and then I cosplayed Todoroki. And Stitch and her other, like, hometown friend, who I've actually done some videos with before, Kelsey, Deco Dolphin, she's really, really cool. They did this, like, one collab that's, like, for water guns, and so they're all in, like, bathing suits, and, like, it's so hot, and so it's, like, a summer convention, so we're doing their, like, their summer water gun fight bathing suit outfits, and so I have, like, a blue vest thing and, like, swim shorts on, and goggles. Oh, yes, and my scar makeup is so half-assed. It's just, like, blush. I've seen people that do it so good, but I'm just like, yeah, this is just for fun. Yeah, I've seen that, Spazzy, the little girl with the birthmark. That was a really cute thing that happened online with that. All right. Okay, thank you guys so much for always making this so fun. I got real butterflies rereading this again, and getting to share it with the chat is just so fun. So I really appreciate everybody being here and hanging out. And go check out our new video if you haven't yet. And consider joining my YouTube membership to get access to some more behind-the-scenes features and stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Love you! For those of you that have stuck around, welcome to the post-credits stream. I just popped back in here and saw that the stream was still going. I was like, oh, fuck! But hi, love you guys. Bye.